One. Hi, we're back. We're gonna pretend that other one didn't happen at all. I don't know what happened. I closed everything out. I tried it again. It doesn't sound horrible this time. I'm gonna do a quick check. I'm just waiting for my stream to catch up. All right, sounds great. I don't know what happened there, ladies and gentlemen, but everything seems to be going great now. Um, no idea what happened. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna
It's a
quick,
Dell.
quick. Yeah, it's not Dell. It's the Streamlabs is messing up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Give us a quick. Well, real quick. We're just gonna do it as if the other stuff didn't happen. What's that?
Oh, well, sounds great.
Okay.
Oh, someone said sounds great. Perfect. Yeah. So if because a lot of the stuff we said last time you didn't hear, so we're gonna pretend that it didn't happen. We're gonna just do it again. So anyway, please check out the links below. Go support us. Go buy some merchandise. Merchandise helps us get closer to getting the equipment we're looking for. We're trying to get some headphones. If you want to go buy a T-shirt, please do so. Also, if you buy a T-shirt, send us a picture of you in your T-shirt. We are working on a project to put that out there so people can check. You're going to be like our intro video for our podcast, and so instead of that stream starting soon and the music, it'll say it'll be photos of you guys in our merchandise and us. Pretty much, that's our way of thanking you guys for showing support and loving us and doing everything you've been, and because you've all been fantastic and been amazing to us, and we want to thank you for that. Also, if you are watching, hit that share button. Let people know that you are watching the stream. Show us that love. First link on the profile is going to, or on the links below, is going to be the Pilgaroo Brewing Company, which Bob is rocking tonight on his T-shirt. They are looking for crowdfunding when it comes to their new brewery. They need some cash, so go help them out. I think it's $150. You can get your own beer named after you, so that's absolutely awesome. Let's see if this works now. If I pull this up. If the audio starts messing around again, please tell me right away, because I can't see the chat unless I do this one thing. All right, cool, awesome. Does it still sound good, guys? Give me say hi in the chat. Tell me if it sounds good. We already had our beer. We already drank it twice, so we're not gonna crack another one. So we're already 2 beers in. But we had the Yuengling Hershey Porter to start off. In a nutshell, we said last year's was good. The chocolate didn't taste like the syrup chocolate or the candy chocolate. It tasted more like the cooking powder chocolate. It was more bitter. It wasn't that rich chocolatey taste. It's a completely different beer to me and everyone else. We'll go around again and everyone can give their description. But it's a much, much better beer this time around. If you can find it, God bless you. It's only in Schuylkill County right now, so props to us for having the exclusive. Thank you, Mom. And yes, Steven, you will have it next week. I got 2 cases of it, so I'll bring you up a 6-pack and we'll have some fun. Anything else I missed there you guys want to add to this beer?
You covered it pretty good. Definitely a different beer than last year and different in a better way. More chocolate, I agree. I was one of the ones that thought it tasted like cocoa powder. I thought it was kind of thin and watery for a porter. Not the case this year. Good stuff.
Yeah,
much better.
It's a chocolate bomb. It tastes absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love it. I gave it a 4.25 this time around. What was your score?
I gave it a 4. I'm actually sorry. I'm messaging a coworker who wants me to bring her a sample or so. So I'm working that out.
I have a bottle.
She means like a whole case.
Oh, yeah. I'm not giving. Is she
we're
watching?
No, she sent me a PM. I sent it on Facebook when I posted I was drinking it.
Wait, hold on. Someone just put their address in the chat. Please, the address to. I don't know what's going on there, but someone just put an address in the chat. I don't know what that means. Oh, never mind. That's not even.
Message.
It was a private message. Private message overtook.
Don't read off the address.
Yeah, scared the fuck out of me. I said, "Don't put your address in there, you psycho." No, that was a private message that popped up. Oh my God, go away. I can't mute chats on here. On the desktop. Yeah, so I like it. Now we're on our second. Sorry if we feel like we completely skipped out on Yuengling there, but we recorded it. It didn't go through the first time, and we're kind of playing catch up here.
The summary is easy. It's chocolatier this time around.
I think you'll like it. I think last year, if you weren't a fan because you thought
you're on the fence, you're going to be over the fence.
Yeah, I think give it another shot. Give it another shot. It's a different beer. It's actually better in bottle than it was on draft last year.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think the recipe is a little different, better.
Yeah. Better. All right, we got our second beer here. Bob, you want to take this one away again?
Yeah, let me hop back. Second one up, Lollipop Mama from Blue Earl Brewing of Smyrna, Delaware. 6% ABV. Lollipop Mama is a fruited sour that expresses our relentless passion toward brewing spectacular sour ales. This tropical sour is fruited with pineapple, coconut, mango, orange, Greek yogurt, and vanilla.
Ooh. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first sour in a while that actually gave me that little.
Mm-hmm.
But it goes away quick though. Got Greek yogurt. That Greek yogurt smooths it out, I think.
Yep.
It mixes really well with the vanilla too.
Yeah. Wow. So this is Lollipop Mama. See, I don't get much coconut, but maybe I do with that yogurt.
I got the coconut all day long.
It's been sitting for a little bit. When we did the first sip,
yep,
it was definitely there, and I think the yogurt takes its place as it warms up.
That's fantastic. And they're out of Delaware. The label does have a guitar with a hop on it, so it is a music themed brewery. You had a couple flights there when you were there. What's the situation like? How many beers on tap? Food?
Actually, if I remember correctly, I think they had 20 on tap.
Wow,
nice.
I had 2 flights, so that was 8, and I'm pretty sure I had 2 full pours on top of that.
Yeah. Did you get food while you were there?
Actually, we ate the place we were before that. So,
okay.
But they do serve food.
Full restaurant?
Yeah, full kitchen.
Cool. What's so you said it's like a music theme inside too, instruments everywhere?
Yeah, there are all kinds of musical instruments on the wall, vintage concert posters.
Yeah, I read off a lot of their beer names on Tapped.
on the first take.
Yeah, on the first take. And they a lot of rock and roll themed, like Shook Me, like I don't think it was Shook Me All Night, like Rock Me Baby and stuff like that. So a lot of
kind of like going to Rock God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool brewery, man. I'm gonna give one more hit of this, one more whip here.
I don't know if it warmed up a bit, but the flavor profile has changed a bit from when we tried it when it was.
I agree. It did. Yeah.
That sourness goes away too. Like once you get acclimated to it,
I still get the sour pop.
I don't get it anymore at all.
But the yogurt's coming through, and for me the coconut is still there, the vanilla is still there, but first time around it was really, I mean,
a lot of coconut.
Coconut hit you like a ton of bricks. Now it's there, but it's not like a ton of bricks.
Here's the thing with this coconut though, there is a little bit of coconut, but it's not like some coconut beers taste like you're drinking suntan lotion.
Yeah, it's not like this.
Everything else is complimentary.
It's like coconut.
Yeah,
it's a sweet coconut. It's not the suntan lotion coconut.
But there is a creamy taste to this.
Yes,
like a cream ale almost. It has like that Genesee cream ale.
That's what the yogurt's doing.
The yogurt.
Yeah.
This is definitely, I mean, I'm not a coconut fan. This is not the suntan lotion coconut, and this is not a roasted coconut. It is a sweet, almost like a sweet, fresh coconut taste.
Yeah, like a coconut juice.
Yep. This is good.
And the thing is like
I got to amend my score.
So when I initially drank this, I got that sour pucker, but then the more I drink it, I don't get it anymore. It's kind of like diving into a cold pool, and then you get acclimated to it, and you're like, oh, it doesn't bother me. It's an initial shock. But this sour also to me isn't something that it's like if I drink a bunch of them, I'm going to be like I need a acid reflux pill. Like I feel like this is something you could probably enjoy a couple of. Maybe not Crowler cans, but you could have a couple of these and have a good time.
Yeah, you think about it, this is a quart.
Yeah. I mean, I'd give it a shot. Bob, we'll go with you. What do you think?
I loved it when I had it on tap. I still think it's fantastic now. I gave it a 4.5.
Yeah.
3.5 for me.
3.5.
Yep. It's good. This, I'm not a huge sour fan. But I can drink this. I can probably, not the Crowler, but I can drink 2 of these, maybe 3, before it just gets a little bit too much. But I like it. It's good.
We did not roll the can, Steven. I'm sorry. We had so many technical difficulties. We just kind of went for it. Yeah, that was my bad. If you are watching this, please share the stream. Like I said before, grab some merchandise. Grab yourself a T-shirt, all that fun stuff. Go ahead.
I'd love to try this poured over a bowl of vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, like a float, like in a float.
There you
go. I'm giving this a 3.75. I really like it. I don't think it's a 4 for me, but to me, this is a mix between like an icy light, where you get like a light, crispy beer, like a Pilsner almost, but with a little bit of sourness to it. Like I think it's like a refreshing sour drink, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It like I said, it drinks like a sour your first initial taste, but then as you keep drinking it, it's more of like a crispy, like all day like beer. I like it a lot. I really, really enjoy this beer. It's really close to a 4, but I'm gonna try to protect that 4 a little bit. But I think I would if I went to Blue Earl, I want to check this place out. This would be a place I'd like to take a trip to. But I'm a fan. I'm a fan of it.
Cool.
We'll come back to this one. There's still a lot left. Since we've drank 2 Hershey's. All right, do you want to do Tattered Flag? Do you want to do Evergreen? That's it. We only have 2 beers. Tattered Flag or Evergreen.
You call it.
Let's go. Let's get the Tattered Flag out of the way. All right. So with this episode 2, this is kind of a next episode will be a little bit of a rebirth. We might be doing We're still gonna be doing shows Friday, but depending on how shows go and who can make it or not, there may be shows where it just might be me solo. And I may just do like one or 2 beers, do a quick show, and they won't be super long like you're normally accustomed to. But also, there may be shows where we do them on Sundays, and it might be just a 2-man show with me and Andrew. Or there might be shows where it's just me and Pops or me and Bob. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a little bit of a different look for a little bit. We'll figure it out. We'll get it going. And then also next Saturday, I don't know if it's going to be live or we're going to record it and put it out later, but we are going to be doing another collaboration with the Beer You Are podcast guys. I'm going to do an episode where I'm going to join them, and then we're going to do an episode where they're going to do a version of our show. It's going to be a lot of beers. We're going to be sloppy white girl wasted, and we're going to go check out some breweries. As I was about to say it, the itinerary literally just left my brain. So, Steven, if you're still in the chat, type in the chat where we're going.
And should we roll a Tattered Flag?
I mean, if you want to roll it, go for it. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, put in the chat room where we're going. I'll say it for the people who are listening audio only. But we are going to go to, I think, 2 or 3 different breweries. We will be safe. We're going to be doing Ubers, and I think Heidi's coming, so Heidi will DD us all around. Just hopefully they have food, because that'll be a deal breaker. Heidi wants to try some great food. So this is new front line. So this beer is a little. I mean, it's not super fresh. It's something that kind of sat in the fridge. It wasn't voted on when we did it initially.
The new Frontline Peanut Butter Milkshake Pale Ale.
All right, let me pull it up here real quick on Untapped.
From Tattered Flag.
I just spelled front wrong. That's a great start. I was like, why isn't it popping up? And I'm like, I didn't spell it correctly.
The new Frontline Peanut Butter Tattered Flag.
Why is it not coming up at all? Oh, I forgot new.
I put Frontline and started to put peanut butter in, and it came right up.
All right. I'm going to be honest. When we bought this beer, this was a beer that I wasn't super excited for. I love peanut butter, but I don't like drinking it.
I get the ale, your typical hop ale aroma, not so much a peanut butter aroma. Haven't tasted it yet, so this should be interesting.
So we're going to be going to Brew Daddy's and we're going to be doing a recording there. It says live recording, so I guess we might be doing like Instagram live. I don't know. We'll see. At 1 p.m. and then we're going to be going to, I can't read that, Birthright in Nazareth, and then going to Lost Tavern, and then a late night Banging Beers Beer You Are collaboration. Yeah, I know. I might need your glass. So we changed it up a little bit. Before it was like a Skype chat, so I can see it better. Now it's Facebook. We're only streaming now on Facebook. We're not going to Skype, and then we upload it later to YouTube. If you are watching this back now or later on, please go subscribe to us on YouTube. We're trying to hit that 1,000 marker, as well as Instagram. But yeah, so we have a really busy next weekend on Saturday. Really excited to hang out with the boys over there and party a little bit.
All right, so since I'm in the Ben chair, I'll read. The new Frontline peanut butter milkshake pale ale from Tattered Flag. Yeah, I had to turn the can so I can read it. A mild base of pills and oats blend with a touch of caramel malts and a heavy lactose addition to bring you a thick and chewy mouthfeel. A small bit of Azaka in the kettle lends way to a hefty mosaic dry hop for notes of ripe berry and floral citrus. This variant was blended with over 2 pounds per barrel of creamy peanut butter. It has 119 checks so far on Untappd with an average of 3.57.
Yeah. Bob, we'll start with you on this one.
Sweetest peanut butter I ever had.
Yeah.
Or didn't have, I should say.
Yeah.
I get a touch of peanut butter on the linger. Mm-hmm. This is the first beer I think I've ever had that bragged about having oats, but I don't get a creamy mouthfeel. I don't know if it's an older can or
we bought this. We bought this right before we went to New York, so it's not super fresh. But it's not old enough that it should have went bad.
No, it's not bad.
And actually, the only thing on the flavor profile that I really get is I do get a hint of berries.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think this is 7.15.
I get the hops. I get the hop.
I get peanut butter, but I get, like I said, it's like a milkshakey peanut butter, and it's to me it's creamy and like I don't know. I get a lot of peanut butter.
I'm not getting a lot of peanut butter.
Really?
I get just the faint linger on the finish. It doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste like they describe it, though.
I don't want to downplay their beer.
No, this is actually what I love. This
really
place.
good.
They're one of my favorite breweries.
Tattered Flag makes fantastic beers.
But I'm not picking up the peanut butter.
I mean, I do on the end. Like right now, I can tell I have peanut butter. Like a peanut butter taste in my mouth.
And maybe this is the wrong way to say it, but when you try the Rusty Rails peanut butter, that's like peanut butter and sugar. It's a sweet peanut butter, but you know you're drinking something with peanut butter. This one, I'm not picking it up. I'm not looking for the super sweet.
I mean, it's even the right color to be peanut butter.
Yeah, it everything about it says peanut butter except for
the flavor.
It could have, for me, it could have more of a peanut butter taste. I'm catching it on the back end. I'm catching the hops right off the bat.
It's more hoppy than anything.
I'm catching the hops right off the bat, which is not a bad thing. It's not over hoppy. It's not the bitter hops.
I'm trying to not psych myself out because I know it's just peanut butter and I'm not excited about drinking it. So I think I'm mentally fucking myself up a little bit.
I'm wondering if it's too cold.
I thought about that too.
We'll let it sit. We'll let it sit and come back to it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's too cold. And that's why you're not picking up the peanut butter.
See, for me, I taste the hops, and then when it sits for a minute or two with me, then that's when that peanut butter taste comes in.
But it's not strong for me.
For me, just because I think I'm just not a fan of drinking peanut butter, I taste it.
I can drink peanut butter all day long.
If it's a stout, it's a little different for me. Maybe.
Maybe.
if I had to score, I actually scored the last two on Untappd, and I realized that's not my thing anymore. Because the whole purpose is to not score them on Untappd, so people come and check out the show. So I didn't put a score in this one, but I did check it in.
It's a 6.4% ABV.
I would give this a 3.25. I know what they're trying to do with it. I don't hate it. It's not my cup of tea of type of beer. I will come back to this one as a little warmer and try it. Like I said, we still have stuff a little bit in the can there. But I mean, like I said, I love 95% of everything Tattered Flag does. This one's just not for me. But I kind of knew that going into it. We bought a peanut butter beer, and I was like, not excited for that one.
I gave this
kind of like the carrot cake one. When they made the carrot cake beer, I was like, I'm not into a carrot sour beer.
Yeah.
But I bought it because it was wacky and it was a different take on a beer, and I bought it, and it was good, but it wasn't for me. I think this falls in that same line.
I gave it a 3.25. I thought the flavor profile was kind of spot on, with the exception of maybe the peanut butter, but their flavor profile does say subtle. So if they mean subtle on the peanut butter, then they hit it out of the park. As a fan of peanut butter, I was just hoping there would be a little bit more to it. But it's good. And I don't want to say it's. I don't want to give you the impression it's not a good beer. It is a good beer.
No, yeah, I think if that's what you're into, I think you'll love it. Yeah, I've already said my piece. Go ahead.
I gave this one a 3. Again, I was looking for more peanut butter too. I'm willing to give this the benefit of the doubt and try it again. Like I said, maybe maybe it needs to warm up some more.
It's not something I drank and I was like, oh, that's disgusting. Don't drink it.
No, there's definitely nothing wrong with this. It's just based on what I read, it's not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Like I said, I gave it a 3, but I'd be more than willing to try this again.
If you guys are watching in the chat, we got a few of you watching. What are you drinking tonight? What are you guys cracking open? What are you enjoying? Talk about it in the chat. Tell us. Also, I'm really trying to spark that wave going on in the group chat, the group page on Facebook. If you have a beer, crack a beer, take a picture of it, write a little review, and post it on the group page.
Post it on the group page.
Go live on the group page. You want to go live for 2 hours and do your own little beer show on Bangin' Beers group page? Fucking do it. Please do. That'd be amazing. I want to, all right, so I just interviewed a guy from the area. His name is Hobart News, right? Schuylkill County. I fucking love. He's such a cool dude, right? So he comes on the show. It's on Interviews with Everyday People. So if you want to check that interview out, please go do so. He runs music festivals. Like he's a very interesting, fun dude. And what he does, he just goes to fire scenes. He pulls his phone out. He goes live on Facebook, and he gets amazing interaction. I told him he needs to interview people on scene, like Newswatch 16, right? Like he's sitting on a gold mine.
Yeah.
And he's a really, really nice kid. Very cool. I like him a lot. But Hobart News. But yeah, so but the thing with him is like he's like a local news source, right?
Yeah.
So he's usually the first one on scene. He's there live. Newswatch 16 uses his footage.
Nice.
He's had situations where he did a story on something, and it was picked up by like CNN and Forbes magazine because he was on scene on a Facebook Live getting footage that nobody else is willing to get. He was downtown Philly during the protests earlier when everything was good, and then he stayed that night when everything got crazy. And like I said, his footage was picked up by national news organizations.
Nice.
So far, it is the most watched video so far on all the podcast networks because he has a big following. He has like 30,000 people. So huge kudos to him.
Yeah.
But the thing is his group page is very active. Like half the news he doesn't even have to report on it because there's so many people in there doing that.
Yeah.
If we can, that's my dream, is to get to that point where people just like share their beer videos or make their own little content on the page. You know what I mean? Like that, I think that would be a blast. So, yeah, join over there. If you are a podcast, you have a new episode come out. Dude, I know I'm not the only beer podcast in town. I'm not the only podcast game in town, and I love working with people. Share your episodes, share your content, show your pages. Like, let's make that page fun. I don't have any rules in place, right? Don't make me put them in place, though. All right?
Yeah.
So don't be an idiot. I feel like I have a peanut allergy. Like, you guys don't get any peanut?
I wasn't getting a peanut.
Yeah, I still like right now. I feel like I have all I get is peanut butter in the back of my throat. I feel like a dog who's trying to lick peanut butter off the roof of his mouth right now. So the last beer of the night here, Alien Dog Double IPA from the great Evergreen Brewing Company. I'd say Alien. I almost said Alien Church.
Dog. Not dog. Dog.
This is an dog with a G. This is an 8.2 ABV from Evergreen Brewing Company out of Camp Hill, Pennsylvania. Not much of a write-up here. It just says this hazy Dippa has a soft honey-like hue, flavors, and aromas of grapefruit and fresh clementines. Like I said, an 8.2, 1,204 check-ins at a 3.97. Let's get into it, boys. All right, so this has... Hold on. This got a little bit of the cat pee smell. Do you get it a little bit?
A little bit.
A little bit of cat pee smell.
A little bit.
Usually when it smells like cat pee, I'm into it.
Oh, boy.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, boy.
See, that's grapefruit territory when you get that, too.
Wow, that's fucking smooth.
Definitely not cat pee tasting.
No. It has a little bit of that dankness to it, that dank taste.
Slight. Yep. Catches you on the back end.
That does not drink like an 8.2. You drink enough of these, you're going to see aliens, dog. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but I initially get the fruity, but it's not. So when I say fruity, it's not like they have fruit in it. I think the hops they use give it that fruit. So it's like a hop fruit, right? If that makes any sense. I'm dumb. I'm not a beer guy, so I'm just trying to give it my best description here. So when I say fruit, like I said, fruit flavored, it comes from the hop, not from an actual fruit. And I'm not reading Untapped yet when it comes to the profiles, but very creamy. It's a very creamy double IPA. Mm-hmm. Almost a zero boozy taste. The hop is there, but it's not an overpowering hop. You can crush these. Like, this is a crushable beer, and it's an 8.2. Like, you can chug this and be like, you just chugged an 8.2. You might want to go sit down for a little bit. You're going to have a bad day if you keep doing that. Mm-hmm. It's one of those type of beers.
I said it's slightly dank and hoppy with a touch of fruitiness, creamy in my description.
Creamy's not one of the descriptions on here, but that's what
I
got.
No, it's not. But I'm gonna add it. That's what I was kind of changing the flavor.
I don't have patience to add stuff onto the descriptions.
I gave it a 3.5, and I'm not a. This double IPA is actually pretty good for me. I can have one or two of them.
Ooh, I would try to drink these all night, but I would die.
But
it has It has more of a write up on the can than it does on Untapped. It says, "Don't be afraid. Its bark is worse than its bite. This hazy double IPA is soft, honey-like color and has aromas of grapefruit and fresh clementines." Yeah, I mean, it kind of has the same thing. Add a little bit. I like the can art. Oh, that's a little too early, but
yeah,
I dig it. I dig it a lot. I love Evergreen. I think so. Like, for a while there, I still like them. I'm not saying I don't like them, but New Trail is very high on the list of a good hazy IPA beer. Like, I think they've crushed the hazy IPA game. But when it comes to, like, all around beers for me, for a long time, and I don't dislike them either. I still think they make great beers. Rotunda is very high for me.
Sweet Tart series. Oh.
Yeah, I love Rotunda, but man, like, I kind of go out of my way to go to Evergreen. Like, I really like their beers. I really like Evergreen. They do have an Oktoberfest out that I may have to go up and see if they have, and if they don't have, I may make a Bresky's trip. So I may do that. I won't be able to do it Sunday, but maybe like Monday. Maybe Monday when everyone's at work, I might run up and see what I can get from Evergreen. See if they have anything there, or Bresky's has it. But because I really want to try an Evergreen Oktoberfest for this year. Because after today, man, after today's episode, this is our last episode where we're gonna have normal beers, I guess we'll say. Everything from here on out, from here till probably December, From here till January is we're going to try to do seasonal beers. Yep. Unless something really insane comes out that we're going to add in. But for the month of October, we're going to try to have Oktoberfest that whole month. We're going to try to do like Halloween spooky themed beers that whole month. And then Thanksgiving time, we're going to try to do like pumpkin beers. I know pumpkin's more Halloween, but I think the pumpkin's it's good for November.
Good for November.
Yeah.
Because you got a ton of Oktoberfests. To try and do a pumpkin beer as well in October, I think.
I think pumpkin pie. I think Thanksgiving.
I think Thanksgiving. So yeah, I think November would be good for pumpkin beers.
Yeah,
and then December, bring on them stouts.
Well, the stouts and then just the holiday beers.
And holiday beers.
The New Belgiums, the
Mad Elf and those kind.
Yeah, so we're gonna be really heavy when it comes to seasonal beers from now on out. So from next week on, that's where a lot of this show is gonna be. If something insane comes out, we'll try to get it.
I'm looking forward to the pumpkin episodes because I don't drink.
I had one so far. I cracked one open and it was so good.
Until October 1st.
I've had 3 so far.
Yeah. I don't.
So if you come across any pumpkin.
There's a ton I can get a branched out bottle.
If you can get pumpkin or
branched out bottle, Camillus, New York, in the same plaza with Costco. If you're ever in the Syracuse area, stop in. Awesome folks.
You guys got some good beer game up in that way, like that.
They do.
I love Warhorse. We do have a Warhorse Oktoberfest.
They have more than that peach cider. I will tell you that.
That's a series. They had an apple one they did.
I cannot confirm nor deny. I have an apple cider, an apple. I want
the Hulk Hogan beer.
They didn't have it.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything. If you guys, like I said, if you want to bring anything from here on out, like I said, if any Oktoberfest you find from there, any pumpkin beers. Grab them, bring them. That's what we're going to do from here on out for a while. All right, Alien.
I waited a little bit to let this front line warm up. Bob, did I see you pour a little bit as well?
Yeah, it's still the same to me. We're warming up, didn't change anything.
Okay.
All right. Again, not bad, but as a fan of peanut butter, I was hoping for a little more. Okay. So,
all right.
We are at the point.
I'll go first. Alien Dog.
Alien Dog.
I really like this beer. I really, really like this beer. I think for how high this is, being a DIPA, it's super smooth. It's super creamy. You don't realize you're drinking what you're drinking until it hits you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of it, but it doesn't blow me away. It's not like I've never had this before.
Right.
So this is a double-edged sword. Because it's what I expect when it comes to like this style, the creamy. Like I've had this beer before, but that doesn't mean it's not good. I think it's kind of like when you go out and you have a triple double and you do it 14 times a season. It's like it loses its glamour because you've hit that mark so many times and you've had that mark so many times, and you've had amazing beers through that. Like there's really nothing that makes this stand out from other amazing beers I've had right. I've had like it, but that doesn't mean it's not good. Like if this was in a place, I would buy it again 100%. If I was at Evergreen, this was on tap, this was probably my first beer I'd go to because I've had it. It's great. It's strong. It starts the day off. But when it comes to like the flashiness of it or like that, it's not like whoa. It doesn't blow me away.
Right.
It's a solid 4 though. For me. For
you.
Because sometimes when you make a really good beer and it fits the profile of other, like I said, I've had other beers like this, but it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it is.
I gave this a 4 as well. The profile's spot on. It's amazingly smooth. You would never know that that's 8%. That's No hint of booziness at all. That's dangerous territory. That's
that'll ruin your day.
It's delicious.
Yeah,
it is. It is delicious. I like it. I'm not hate to beat the dead horse. I'm not an IPA fan, but
it took me a long time to warm up to them.
I'm warming up to them.
We've been beating them in the head with them.
The doubles and triples I actually have come to like more than the singles. This is really good. Flavor profile, like Bob said, spot on. I gave it a 3.75.
That's a great score.
It is. I could have a couple of those, and at 8%, it would be that would be all I would be able to have if I wanted to continue on through the night. But I like it. I like it.
Yeah. All right. Your score? Did you go through it?
I gave it a 4. Yeah.
All right. Beer of the night. You want me to start?
Yeah, because I got to change. I got to.
All right. So first off,
I'm bumping my score up from Lollipop Mama from a 3.5 to a 3.75.
Okay. So Lollipop Mama is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely fantastic beer. Alien Dog is everything I want in a beer, right? It's amazing. But I asked for changes. They listened to personally me.
Dick heard the podcast.
Dick heard the podcast.
Change the fucking recipe.
He said, Tony Blackwell from Bangin' Beers podcast said, this needs more chocolate, and it needs to taste more like the syrup and the candy bars and not the cooking powder. The bug bit me again. When this first came out, I got bit by the Hershey chocolate bug, and it came out again, and I'm like, I'm not going to get excited. I had so fucking much of it last year.
Yep.
I'm not going to get consumed.
You got consumed.
I'm 4 fucking beers in already since before this show started. Hershey Porter's my beer of the night, man. I think this year's... If I'm wrong and you work at Hershey, if you work at Yuengling, and if I'm wrong, if nothing changed from last year, please tell me. But I personally think this is a completely different beer than last year.
I wouldn't say completely different. I would say
there's
enhanced.
more flavor. It's enhanced.
It's improved.
Definitely improved.
Yeah.
Definitely improved. That said, I gave this the highest score of the night. I gave the Hershey's Porter the highest score of the night at a 4. But it's not my beer of the night.
Okay.
I'm going and
wow.
Yeah.
Bob, that's a lot of pressure for you.
I want it to go with the peanut butter because I love peanut butter, but I got to be honest with you.
You wanted more.
It was a little bit of a letdown on not having the strong.
That was a Hershey last year for me.
Yeah. I'm going with Blue Earl.
I'm not arguing with that at all.
That fucking I'm not a sour fan, and those of you who have listened to the podcast more than once when I'm on it, you know I'm not a sour fan. I'm not an IPA fan. I like this beer. I like the Alien Dog beer, but
this is a good lineup.
It was really good lineup. When I first tasted this Blue Earl, I was thinking, God damn it, it's coconut. And I'm not a fan, but you let that sit for 5 minutes, and that transforms into something really good.
When I had it
really
on tap,
good.
I had a pint, and
I've never had a creamy sour before. It's a fantastic beer.
That's my beer.
I'm not upset about that at all.
Even though I gave the Yuengling Porter a 4 and I gave this a 3.75, this is my beer of the night.
All right, no pressure, Bob.
No,
are you?
He's gonna go with Alien
Dog.
To
the lollipop.
Big Blue Earl.
I thought you were going with the fucking Alien Dog.
All right, so beer of the night
is
Blue Earl Brewing Company's Lollipop Mama. I'm not upset about that at all. This is a fantastic beer. That would have been my number 2. Since I can't vote my number 2, I'll get it out of the way now. Alien Dog is my number 2 because I cannot vote for my beer twice. That's our rule in the show. If you're first time listening, we cannot vote for the same beer twice. So, that being said, we'll swing it back to Bob. What is your number 2? Hershey Chocolate Porter he pulls up. You're going for it too?
Absolutely.
There it is. Second place, Hershey Chocolate Porter. I'll let you two go because it's. I
don't think there's any question.
Yeah, Alien Church. Yeah. Tattered Flag. Listen, please don't take this against us. We're not saying the beer was bad. It's just
you came up against some stiff competition tonight.
This is a great lineup.
Yeah.
I'm not upset by this new Frontline peanut butter. I'm really not. I don't think it was a bad beer. I knew going into it that it wasn't going to be my flavor profile, but it's still something I can drink a pint of it.
Yeah.
I'm not upset about drinking that big boy can of that. You know what I mean? Like it's not something it's not a punishment beer. You know what I mean? It's a great. This is a good lineup. This is a good. There's a good small, quick four banger lineup. We banged it out. We banged beers.
Yeah.
When it comes to can art.
All right, can art. I can eliminate Hershey's. It's just, it's their standard.
I disagree.
It's their standard.
I'd wear that on a T-shirt.
I would too. Blue Earl, I'm going to eliminate for me personally, simply because it's their standard label.
That's
and then they write down what it is, so there's no label specific.
But here's the thing:
when
you make a Crowler can, right? When you make a Crowler can, let me see the actual. I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
I like the Crowler can better.
So that's the actual brewery logo.
Yes.
So right.
So when you make a Crowler can, you have to make your Crowler can look cool.
Yeah.
Right. So because you're still presenting, you're doing a presentation of your beer and your company. So when it comes to obviously you have the location where you could write in marker where it says, but your Crowler can still needs to look cool. So when it comes to a can art of the night, you're still scoring it based on this. I would wear Blue Earl Brewing Company's logo on a T-shirt.
I would too. I would wear that.
That's a great logo.
I would wear that on a shirt. I would wear Yuengling on a shirt.
I want this Yuengling Hershey Porter on a shirt.
But I like the Frontline logo.
So the Frontline logo is a woman who looks like a nurse who is holding up death. So I think if I had to speak on what's going on in the world today with the COVID. Your front line is your nurses and your doctors trying to help people, and they're trying to slow down the death rate of COVID-19. That being said, I think they capture it very well in this can.
Yes.
The Grim Reaper, I like Grim Reaper art. It looks cool. I'm not upset with this. I'm not upset. I think this shows love to the frontline people.
Yeah, I think the front line. I like the logo. It tells a story. Not that the others don't. The simplicity. If you like the simplicity of a label, Yuengling, Blue Earl are hit it out of the park. Alien Dog is.
It looks like all right. So for you
guys, Alien Dog, I can't figure it out. You tell me.
All right. So for you guys, you probably won't get this reference, but maybe our younger audience. It looks like an alien from the cartoon Rick and Morty. It's just a really wacky alien-looking logo.
That's why I don't get it.
Yeah,
because I'm not that cartoon Ricky and Morty. Whatever.
Ricky and Morty.
So I don't get it. So it doesn't appeal to me. The front line, I get it. I appeal it. So my vote's for Frontline.
I'm not upset with that vote at all. Bob, I'll let you go.
I'm going to go with the Frontline, too.
All right. I won't argue with it. Frontline is the can art of the night. If you want to see these cans, if you want to see our cans.
Yeah.
I know we're not beer booby girls.
Big Earl's got some big cans.
We're no hoppy
we're
no hoppy floppies. But if you don't know who that is, please follow her on Instagram. She's a legend.
Lord.
But if you want to check out the can arts, we will take pictures of all this. We will put it on Facebook, Instagram, the whole nine. We'll take pictures of them, and we'll have it up almost immediately after this show is over. But Frontline, I agree. Listen, when it comes to this lineup of beers, when it comes to the Frontline, I like what they're doing with the label.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't wear it on a shirt, though. If this was on a shirt, I wouldn't wear it.
No, probably not me either.
That's my personal judgment of how I...
As far as shirts and jackets go, the smaller the better. I know years ago when I was growing up, you had the billboard jackets with, this whole picturesque thing on the back, whatever. Now
to me, that's more like a comic book cover territory.
Small is simple. Small and simple is good.
Yeah. when it comes to this, I think if what I would wear on a T-shirt, the Yuengling and the Blue Earl Brewing. Honestly, man, like I may look up Blue Earl Brewing Company and see what they have when it comes to T-shirts. I like their fucking logo. I think it's really cool.
You definitely need another T-shirt.
Yeah, I don't have enough T-shirts. Yeah, I don't have enough T-shirts, so I need Blue Earl. If you're listening, we're gonna tag you. Send your boy a T-shirt. Hook me up. Or send me a sticker. We'll put it on the table.
Yes.
I don't know if you see the table. It's fucking sticker bombed. We'll put you on a chair. We'll figure it out. But you have a great logo. Bob, thank you for bringing that beer.
Yes. You vote Tattered Flag?
Yeah, I mean, it's a 2-1 vote. There's nothing I could say about it. So that I agree with it. I'm not upset about it.
Are we doing second place?
If you want to. We normally don't for Can Hour of the Night, but if you want to, we can.
I would... It's a coin toss between Yuengling and Blue Earl. I would go with simplistic. Again,
I mean,
Evergreen,
for me, this
cool
this is the heavy hitter of the two biggest companies in our area.
Evergreen, cool logo. I don't get it personally because I'm not a fan of where the concept
I'll hold
came
it.
from.
I'll hold it up to the camera. It's like a weird looking alien.
Yeah, but for my second place logo, it would be a coin toss between Yuengling's simplistic Hershey chocolate porter and the Blue Earl Crowler can. I wouldn't have a problem with either one. The hop guitar is pretty cool looking. And Yuengling, the standard Eagle, you can't beat it.
Here's a question I want to impose to you. I want to pose to you here. Mm-hmm. Reimpose. I don't know how. It's been a while. I don't know. I have beers on me. Pose. So you're getting the Hershey chocolate porter, right? And it's going to be a staple. Please, Yuengling, get more experimental, right? Enjoy that. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go crazy, and because shout out to they just teamed up with Coors, and they're going to pretty much probably
Molson Coors,
around the country, maybe around the world, with Coors.
I think with their distribution plan partnership with Molson Coors, I think they're going to at least be in
around the country,
the continental 48 states.
Yeah, which is good.
Which is really good.
If people can drink Chetty in Vegas, that's amazing to me.
Well, that's another thing too.
I don't know what they'll be putting I mean, they want to expand into more markets, obviously, but I don't know what they're going to put in those markets. I gotta say, it's going to be lager, flight, and the flight. I would venture to say lager and flight is going to be probably their two market beers that they want.
If I had to pick a third, premium?
I don't know.
It's popular here. People love premium. Black and tan.
That's good stuff, too.
Black and tan is my favorite.
I do like the fact that like Chetty's kind of exclusive to our immediate area. I fucking love that beer. I want more. I know why they don't make more merch of it because it's so inclusive. Like if you wear a Chetty shirt, it's like you're from School County. You know what I mean? Like, but that being said, they did release, maybe without supposedly trying to release it. They put their mango beer out there, so there is people who are aware.
I wasn't even aware of that.
There is people who are aware that there is a Yuengling mango beer in the horizon. I personally have tried it. It's good. Mm-hmm. I wish I would have tried a little bit more. But when I got there to try it, I drove Heidi's shitty-ass Jeep that we just got rid of. It had no fucking AC. It barely ran. I risked everything thinking I was going to literally break down on the way there. Almost did. To try this mango beer, and they literally gave me less than that. It was literally like, I taste mango. That tastes. Is it a lager? Is it a light? What's going on? And that was all I got. But what I tried, I enjoyed. So there is a mango on the horizon.
I will say this for Yuengling. Think of what they've done in the last 4 to 5 years. They've introduced a Pilsner, Golden Pilsner. Mm-hmm. They've introduced a Flight.
Yep.
They've introduced the Yuengling Chocolate Porter, Hershey's Porter, and now you're talking the Mango. Mm-hmm. And
put more distribution.
They did much more distribution coming on the horizon, and they did that bourbon barrel aged.
They're getting experimental, which I like.
So I like the direction they're going. I like the just the thought.
Their bourbon barrel aged porter was awesome.
It was really good.
And I didn't get to try any of that.
We went up to the brewery and tried it.
Went to the brew pub and it was really good.
So, with that being said, you've already worked with Hershey, right?
Yeah. You're now
Can you imagine?
With Molson Coors.
Can you imagine
distribution?
Hershey, if you take this, Yingling, please, for the love of God, someone clip this, tag them, look at my face. You've done Hershey chocolate porter. It's amazing. You've listened to me, which was a great idea, and you added more chocolate. I think I could be wrong. I might have just got bit by the bug. But if you're working with Hershey, and you can make a beer, a Reese's peanut butter cup beer, a Reese's peanut butter porter. Let's just stop the presses. If that happens, can you imagine? The only other thing Yingling can do, and hear me out, Yingling. I know you're listening because you're a huge fan of us. Spoiler, they don't know we exist. The only other thing you can do when it comes to Pennsylvania to make a huge collaboration that may be the next step down from Hershey, because Hershey's the top, right? But if you want to get into the game and maybe do a tasty cake, if you make a fucking tasty cake chocolate peanut butter.
Oh my God. A coffee cake.
Hook up with Kevinonics to make a kielbasi cold.
Kielbasi lager.
Kielbasi chetty.
A pierogi beer.
Pierogi beer.
Yeah, a pierogi. No, listen. I think you're printing gold.
Tasty cake.
If you make a Reese's peanut butter cup beer, that would be huge. I think it would be more popular than the Hershey Porter.
I'd like to see them do something with the Bach beer again.
Bach, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm saying with the appeal of Hershey, like, people know Hershey in our area is just a megaton when it comes to, like, this is Yingling is, regardless if you hate them, love them, they are the biggest thing in our immediate area when it comes to local beer, right? And Hershey is what we think when we think Pennsylvania Hershey chocolate. And there is a global thing to that. I mean, we went to Vegas and they have a Hershey chocolate store there.
Yeah.
If you make a peanut butter cup beer, I think it's, if not more popular or as popular as a Hershey Porter.
Possibly.
Get more experimental. In the last 5 years, you've done it. You showed us it's possible. You know it's going to go big. Keep doing it, man.
What the heck is the name of the candy company in Port Carbon?
Oh, the little peanut place.
No, that's Port Clinton.
I
don't know.
Miller's.
No,
that's St. Clair.
No, they're in Port Carbon. It might be Mount Carbon, but I thought it was Port Carbon.
Moots?
They actually manufacture there.
Moots is candy?
No.
Are you talking about the wafer peanut butter chocolate bars?
What
are those ones you're obsessed with?
Yeah.
You buy them at Miller's. It's a wafer chocolate wafer bar. It's a peanut butter. Club sandwiches.
The club sandwiches. The club sandwiches. Yeah.
Wow.
That's not Moots, is it?
No, that's
Who makes that?
All I know is you could buy them at Miller's.
They're fucking awesome. The club bars.
A club sandwich?
Club sandwich. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were cool. They were good.
Yeah, man. That would be my hot take, is if you can do a Reese's peanut butter cup beer.
You know, I can't help.
If you're looking for people, I can't make the beer. I could just drink it and give you awesome ideas.
Yeah.
If you need somebody, I'm looking for a job.
I gotta wonder with everything Yingling does for a lineup, you've got to figure at least one, maybe two production lines for the lager.
Mm-hmm.
The
Costas.
Okay.
The premium and the black and tan have got to be a production line each.
Yeah.
Chetty's got to be, at least a production line for X number of days out of the month. Where are they finding the room?
I think Flight
make the Golden Pilsner, make now this.
Maybe.
I mean, I know they put a new place in Port Carbon, and it's a big place, but not knowing the beer process.
It'd be interesting.
Who's not to say some of this is being made at the place in Florida?
Yeah, I had heard they're only doing barrels in Florida. I don't know barrels of what.
Yeah. Listen, this is where I think Yuengling. It would be interesting to have them on the show and find this out.
Think about what they're putting out and what they've expanded to in the last 5 years, and now.
I know people hate. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of.
I know.
I'm proud it's in my backyard.
The whole union fan people are not in favor of Yuengling, and then you got he came out and supported Trump. So
here's what I'm going to say.
Those folks aren't.
Every single person I know that I personally know, and people who I don't personally know, but I know like, oh well, I have someone who knows someone, and they're in my family, and they work. Every single employee that I know is underneath the Yuengling brand doesn't leave.
Yeah.
They love their fucking job.
I know one person. I know probably a dozen people that work there. I probably know another dozen more that work there that I just don't know.
Just secondhand.
Yeah, I don't know they work there.
No one's complaining.
I know one person that left there, and the only reason he left there was for more money.
Yeah.
Because Yuengling said we can't match that.
Yeah.
But
I know people who work their balls off, who work crazy hours, who work like 12-hour shifts and he fucking loves it.
I look at I'm not I don't know if you're a union guy or union fan or not. I don't have a problem. It's not that I hate unions, but if you work for an employer who treats you right and treats you with respect, why do you need a union?
Oh, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not saying I don't like unions. I worked for Mrs. T's Pierogies and Ted Twardzik. There was no union there. Mm-hmm. Ted Twardzik treated you well. Mm-hmm. He treated you with respect. He treated you when Ted used to walk through the plant.
He knew your name.
He knew your name. Knew your name, knew your family. He'd stop and talk to you for 2 minutes and say, "How's your mom? How's your dad? How's this? How's that?"
I remember never meeting him in my life, and I went to a company party. He goes, "Oh, this is your young Tony Jr."
Yeah, yeah,
that's important.
And his two boys are the same way. Timmy was I had no issues with Timmy or Tommy.
Well, I grew up with two of the nephews.
To work for. And then, it was family run for many years, and now it's gotten a little more corporate. They brought in some outside folks because they had a vision. They expanded, and they're kicking ass and taking names. Yuengling's the same way. I mean, I've heard stories where Dick Yuengling can be in the warehouse helping stack empty cases of bottles for refill or something, sweeping up broken glass or whatever. And it's just family run, family owned, and
actually,
treats people with respect.
It just made me think of that. That's I some truck driving people I know that people that have been to showing up for deliveries or pickups of Mahatongo Street up there for the first time, trying to back a 53-foot trailer in there, and then he's several people have told me this. They've actually seen him kick a driver out of the truck, and he hops in and he's done it himself.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Fucking guy's amazing.
On that Bangin' Beers, because next weekend it's going to get wild. Rotunda is like top 10 in the state. I agree. Sorry, I'm just catching up to the chat now.
Who said Rotunda's top 10?
Stephen from the Beer You Are podcast. They are. Cool. Rotunda's very popular. And he said, watch our interview that we did with Molson Coors. I definitely checked that out. Yeah, nice. Molson Coors. Did you guys talk about the Yuengling merger in that episode? I'd be interested to know what the details are with that. That's my holy grail. I know it's something that people are like, why? I respect Yuengling, man. I like them. They're a success story right out of our backyard. I wish I can get to that level someday. I don't think I ever will, but I'm not saying I won't. I'm saying it's not one of those things like I don't think it's going to happen. I think with enough hard work and dedication and putting time into something, anything's possible. But I would love to sit down with somebody if it was Mr. Yuengling. I'll say Dick now, but if he's at the table, I would not call him Dick. But if Mr. Yuengling, if we can do something where I can go to him and sit and talk to him and have a beer, have one of his beers and talk, it would be a fucking dream come true. Yeah. Or even one of the daughters.
We gotta do a tour when I don't know if the tours are open because of COVID.
I mean, they're open, but I still feel like you're not getting the same experience.
I want to do a tour.
Yeah,
I want to do a tour. It's been years
I've never done one
since I've been there.
I've never done a tour. When Austin comes home, if he comes home, we'll have to book a tour.
Yeah, we've got to book a tour. I'll give him a call and see if I know when Austin's coming home. We'll book a tour if we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of ironic that they hooked up as distribution partners because I seem to remember at one point in the past, Molson actually sued them over the term oldest brewery in America.
Was that Molson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they lost.
Well, yeah.
Because it was in a U.S. court.
It was in Canada. Yeah, it was in a U.S. court. If that was in a Canadian court, we'd be having a different logo. Molson is the oldest brewery in Canada. And older than Yuengling, no. Well,
we didn't say North America. We just said America.
They just said America, and that's where the court said they only said America, not North America.
Yeah.
So technically,
so eat a dick, Canada.
so technically, he's not wrong. And Molson, I
want to say 1786, but I'm not
holy
positive.
Shit.
Yeah, Molson. If you're listening,
yeah, they never had prohibition up there either. So
yeah.
Well, if Kaiser never closed, they would be older than Yuengling, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
But
yes, we do talk. Cool, man. So go over and check out on anywhere you could find podcasts. Check out. Well, is it on the Instagram Live or is that an interview you did for the podcast?
1786.
For Yuengling or
Molson?
Either way, follow them. Follow Beer You Are on Instagram. They do Instagram Lives all the time and do really cool interviews. Or you can check them out on all podcast platforms and follow Beer You Are. That's like our brother podcast. We're gonna grow with them and we're gonna do cool stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. You can't see it over the thing, but if you look behind, look at that. Look at the can sitting on that mic stand right there. The little logo sitting there. Product placement. That's my boys. Anything in closing you guys want to talk about? Get out there. I thought it was a good flow today. I liked it.
Get out and vote.
Yeah.
Election's coming up. We won't get political, whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, whatever. Just get out and vote.
I just don't want to get. All right. I don't want to get fucked by the biggest dick. It's pretty much what I don't want. Listen, even I don't know. I'm not going to be the guy that says don't vote. I guess what you're saying is great. Go for it.
I don't care who you vote for. Just vote.
Why though?
It matters.
What if you're just some schmuck who's just voting because
it matters? Your vote counts. Don't let them tell you otherwise.
What if you do zero research and you're just fucking coin flipping?
Doesn't matter.
If your life was on the line and 90% of the population didn't follow anything and they had to vote on your existence.
You're not voting for...
Are you, though?
You're not voting for the singular individual. You're voting for the country as a whole.
Yeah.
And what you believe in. I mean, I don't want to... I'm not going to say who I support, who I don't support, who I like, who I don't like. Just get out and vote.
I'm voting Dick Yuengling.
There you go.
That's my vote.
So that's all I got.
What do you got, Bob?
I got nothing this week.
Yeah. We'll close out with this again. Like I said, go follow Beer You Are podcast. Also, go to our links below. The very top link is the Pilgaroo crowdfunding. They have a bunch of different perks that you can go and support. It varies from a $10 donation to a $500 to a $1,000 donation. The perks are insane. If you're the high perk, you get like 10% or 20% off your beer, and you're in exclusive clubs, and you get to go and do private things with the brewers. You can get as cheap as $150. You can name your own beer. You can do $100 where you get a special glass, special hoodie, and special T-shirt. There's tons of stuff. Support that. If you're all about local business, and even right now we're in the middle of a pandemic where local business is taking a hit, this is going to, when everything goes back to normal, this is going to be a place that you can go locally and support local beer. We all have to start somewhere. They literally started in their garage. Now they're building a building in downtown Pottsville.
Nice.
Good for them. Support them. Even if you've never had any of their beers, $10 is not going to break your bank. Show them love. That's all I got. It's an IGTV. Yeah, so go head over to Beer You Are podcast on Instagram and check out that Molson Coors interview. That'll do it for Bangin' Beers podcast. Here's some Ultraviolent. We're out of here.
You wouldn't wish you the best, but now I lost to the day.